Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the brand new Legend of Korra Funko Pops that were revealed at London Toy Fair 2020. So if you don't know how my ranking videos work, for each pop I'm going to be giving them a score out of 5. Then at the end of the video it will be out of a total score of 25, which we will then convert over to a percentage mark. And also I will be giving you my want list for the wave, just letting you know what pops I do plan on picking up. So let's get straight into it here with number 5. Alright, at number 5 here we have Mako, and he looks really great here. His design is a bit more simplistic, but I feel like it's very accurate to the way that he looks in the series, at least thus far, or as far as I've gotten into the show. I'm about halfway through Season 2, and I feel like this looks really accurate to at least his Season 1 design, and I really love how in the pop they gave him like the fire there, just to give him a more dynamic sort of pose there and a little bit more action added to just that classic like Funko pose that adds a little bit of flair to it. I really love the red scarf there. It definitely pops a lot against the darker like grays and blacks, so I think that looks really great as well. And then his hair sculpt looks really nice also. I love his eyebrows. He looks very determined here, which really fits his character, so a very well done pop here. So for this one, you may be surprised here since we're only at the bottom of the list, but I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 4. Okay, at number 4 here we have Amon. Now, he was of course the main villain for Season 1 of the series, which so far I really love Season 1. I feel like Season 2 is still alright, but I think Season 1 is definitely the golden tier for the series so far, and I think his design here looks really fantastic. I feel like in the series, his mask is meant to just cover all of his emotions, so in the Funko Pop here, I feel like they captured that really well there. You can't really tell what he's thinking about doing here, especially with just those black eyes there. He looks very menacing. I really do love how that looks. He's very unpredictable, of course, in the show, and I like how he has one hand out there just to give him a little bit more dynamic pose there, like he's about to get into a fight or something, and he's got his fist at his side, all clenched up there. And I really like the sort of darker, like red near the bottom of his like boots there, and then also on his arms as well. I feel like that adds a nice little pop of color there, and of course the red at the middle of his mask as well really adds a nice pop there. So just overall a really fantastic design here. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 3. At number 3 here we have Asami, and I feel like she looks really great. I love her hair sculpt on this pop. I think that it looks really complex, but also just a fantastic design overall. I feel like I really love the sort of like lighter, like purple, it kind of looks like eyeshadow around her eyes, or the sort of pink going on. I feel like it adds a lot more expression to her eyes there. And then I like how they gave her the electric like gauntlet there. I think that that's really cool because that's kind of like been her main weapon thus far, so I really like that. And then just overall her outfit looks nice, kind of going with that same sort of color scheme there with the sort of darker reds against like a brown, like the darker color schemes there. So just overall a really fantastic design here. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 2. Alright, at number 2 here we have a really exciting exclusive. This one is going to be Korra, and she will be exclusive to Hot Topic. Now this one does have a Glow Chase version or variant similar to Ain on Air Scooter, where that one was a Hot Topic exclusive and also had the Glow Chase variant. So I'm going to guess that that one is going to be highly sought after, so it's going to be probably very difficult to get, but I would love to try to be able to get it, but it's probably going to be pretty challenging. So I at least hope I'll be able to get the common, like, exclusive version. I think that it looks really fantastic. I think the color scheme going on looks really great. I love the blues. It makes it feel very cold there. I think that the darker blue is nice on her sort of torso area with that really great pattern there. It looks very complex, so I really do love that. I like how she's in a real nice pose there because she's kind of going into the avatar state here, which is really cool. So she's raising above the ground, of course. I think the hair sculpt on Korra just looks amazing. I love how it looks like it's just flowing as if this pop is in action right here because she's just surging with so much energy there in that avatar state. So just overall a really nice looking pop. I love the eyes as well with the lighter blue there. Just amazing. So a really well done pop here. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 1. Okay, at number 1 here we have the common version of Korra, and you may be surprised to see that this version is above the exclusive, because normally exclusives are a lot cooler than the common versions, but for this one I just feel like you cannot beat it. I feel like this one even rivals the designs from the Avatar The Last Airbender wave of figures, because this one is just so dynamic. I really love how she's in a super dynamic pose here. We even get a different hair sculpt for this version of Korra, which is really nice. It's not just swapping like the color of the eyes to the normal black color. It's actually a different hair sculpt going on, and then she's utilizing the 3 elements that she knows the best. So I assume this is like a version from season 1, because she's not really utilizing the air element here, which she hasn't really mastered until near the end of that season. So I feel like it's just really great here, showing off the fire coming out, the water, and then you have her like breaking the ground there, showing the earth element. So just overall a really fantastic pop here. I think it looks amazing. Such a great outfit on Korra as well. I think that looks really great. Just overall an amazing looking pop here. I really can't compliment this one enough. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to my want list for the wave. Alright, so for my want list for the wave, I actually would like to pick up all of these pops from the wave. As you could probably tell from my list here and my ranking, I gave every single pop a 5 out of 5 because I feel like they all look really amazing. I think they're very accurate to their designs. I think they really translated those cartoon designs into the Funko Pop form very well here, similar to the Avatar The Last Airbender ones, but I'd even say maybe a little bit better. I'm not sure if I'm jumping the gun here because I haven't even seen these in person yet, so that'll be what really makes me think if they're better than the other ones. But I think that these just look amazing and are going to be a great companion piece to that wave as well. So just overall a fantastic one here. I think every single character looks really great. I won't bother going into too much detail here because of course I've already gone over all of the pops here, but for now, I think that I would like to pick up all of them, and now let's move on to my final verdict for the wave. Alright, so in conclusion here for this wave, out of a score of 25, it managed to score, of course, a perfect 25 here, which converts over to 100%. And for this wave, I do feel like it's really fantastic, of course, hence why I gave every single pop a 5 out of 5, but it's definitely missing a few key characters, including Bolin, and then also Tenzin, I feel. I think it would also be very cool to get a pop ride of Korra on Naga. I think that that would look really great. So just a few ideas there for maybe a second wave. I know with the Last Airbender wave, they kind of made a few other ones afterwards, including like the cabbage guy, and then also the Appa 6-inch version, the flocked one. So it would be nice to maybe even get a flocked version of Naga where Korra's riding her. I think that that would just look really amazing. So I think that's just a few ideas there for the wave. So overall, I feel like it's really fantastic though, and now I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. Let me know your rankings for this wave of Pops, because who knows how they'll compare to mine. They might be completely different, so I'm always curious to hear all of your opinions as well. And I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, even just by watching this video. Just thank you so much. So I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.